Start the third quarter. Williams again over Dudley, and this time off the glass.
They've gone to Brian Williams to momentum. Dudley stopped the momentum from being changed right there.
Johnson turns and hits. Knicks by Williams wants to work on Dudley, takes him to the hole, and gets the roll.
Great move by Brian Williams, and the reason why it was a great move is he spun on him, and then Detroit Pistons from having a big momentum shift here in the building.
Dudley, his first 2 blocks. Williams again. He's going to test him, and he's made 2 in a row on Dudley now.
But see, they go times. Now he's got his rhythm, and that's what you have to do with post-up players. You have to keep thinking, I can stop you anytime I want.
And Williams kicks it away, but it's recovered by Hill. 5 seconds to shoot. Dumars, the head fake and the jumper. Good.
Sweet Joe D. I love Joe Dumars. I love playing with him. I love him. He's playing him really tough in the low post, making him change his shot, challenging his shot.
Ward for 3, as we mentioned earlier. Only Dale Ellis of the Sonics and Chris Mullen of the Pacers have hit a higher percentage on threes this year than Charlie Ward, who represent the Knicks in the three-point shootout at the All-Star game. Hill goes baseline and scores.
Has a nose for scoring. He's always around the basketball. He gets it out on the fast break behind his back. You know, finger rolls. He does it all. He can create scoring in so many different ways, and I love the way, you know, everybody imitates George Gervin on the sweet finger roll. You know, and this guy, like...
We're just talking about straight up?
Yeah.
I think the Broncos can make it interesting, but you got to pick the pack. Here's Johnson. He rattles one around and in. Stackhouse. Oh, what a move!
Oh, great.
Making a major
plays you go back in.
Houston with a 3.
That was one of the plays you go
on the Knicks. So again, it's a technical foul.
We got to look at Stackhouse here. He goes, up, oop, fake your butt. I see you coming. Now I'm going to give you the Michael Jordan.
Bad boy, Bill Laimbeer. Bill, you played 12 seasons right here in Detroit in a Pistons uniform. In fact, all 12 were played with my colleague, Isiah Thomas. Is that a thing of the past? 2 players in the same uniform for 12 seasons?
Well, it probably will be, but, you know, the good teams will always keep their teams together. So if you have championship material on 2 or 3 ball players, it's a natural. You pay them enough money, they'll all stick together because they want to win.
Well, Bill, you're still a big supporter of the Pistons. You've got front row seats. I've got to ask you about my colleague, Isiah Thomas. He said if there's one guy in the world he'd pick to be in a foxhole with him during a battle, it would be you.
Oh, that's good. It's vice versa. The same thing is true for him, but it's nice to have him back at the Palace. I keep prodding him to get here some more, but now he's got one of those cushy TV jobs, so hopefully we'll see a little bit more of him.
Bill, I've got to ask you, there have been some speculation, some questions to you. Would you ever want to coach again? Or have a
Don't start that rumor. I don't need that right now.
Okay, one last thing. Bob Costas to you.
Larry Johnson's 3, however, is good for New York.
Now, Larry Johnson, where they're shooting today, it's not nearly as well as they were shooting last year.
Stackhouse with the hook. Now, Brian Williams made some contact with the rim, but apparently after the ball had already dropped through, the Knicks were calling for a goaltending call, but they don't get it.
You know, Detroit appears to be very tentative in their motions. They appear to be very tentative in their actions. They don't seem to be, you know, quick with the basketball right now.
Stackhouse is plenty quick. And again in transition, he gets back with a slam off the feed from Hill.
Maybe that's the type of spark that they'll need to get them over the hump. But right now, they don't appear to have that type of energy that they've normally had with this quick lineup. But Grant Hill, being one of the best all-around players in the game, draws the D, and Stack finishes it. The dunk. Hook dunk in the league in terms of points, rebounds, and blocks. Their field goal percentage, you know, the rebounds, you know, that would be a sight to see, and I would love to be in the building talking about it.
Oakley with the steal.
See, that's what Charles Oakley hurts you. You know, he does all the little dirty things.
Houston all the way to the hoop. And Oakley is there to tip it home, asserting himself here in the pool.
He's the man, and they love him. Literally, they love him.
Larry Johnson throwing a bear hug on it. Grant Hill gives it up to Seeley. And Malik.
Those guys that can take over a basketball game and will take it over.
Here he goes to the hoop, but he's stripped of the ball.
his skill set. Otis Thorpe complemented his skill set. The jury is still out if Brian Williams and Stackhouse complements Grant Hill's skill set. And who are you going to build a team around, Brian Williams or Grant Hill?
Childs through a crowd, then back up to Oakley, who misses from 20, and Williams has it. Oakley has 17 points. His high game for the year is 19 against Vancouver. He almost matched it there. Stackhouse with a brilliant move. And he has 30. Down by 8. Childs feeding the cutting Houston, but he can't buy a break. It rolls off for him. Stackhouse. Whoa!
Nice.
Another clip for the highlight reel. He's had 4 or 5 of them today.
But what made the play is he faked the three-pointer. He gave that low head up. Watch it. Ooh, oh, got you leaning. Now I'm going to give you the doop-see-doodle. Now in the old days, Oakley would have grabbed him, hammered him, slammed him, broke him in two, and he wouldn't even been able to go to the free throw line. But now
Starks makes it 99-92. He has 16. Henson ahead to Williams and out of bounds.
And that's the type of thing that gets them 10 days on a 7-day.
That's it. The Knicks have won 4 in a row for the first time all year. And the Pistons dip under 500. Our thanks to Elliot Kalb, Mr. Stats, working with us.